Hello guys, my name is Collins E and you're watching me from the Champions team. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and keep watching. This piece is mostly for anybody that is in a relationship or you are intending to go into a relationship. Because I think that there are things that matters in a relationship that we should not try to to assess relationship by our own reasoning, but there are few things that really matters in a relationship. We should not try to picture relationship from our own understanding, but we should try to see it in other way around. Most of the times what makes relationship fail is because of these few reasons I'm going to say. And most of the time what makes relationship work is what I'm going to say as well to you now. Because love does not make relationship work. Yes, love has a big role to play in a relationship, but love does not make relationship work. Love is the reason you got attracted to your partner in the first place, but love is not what makes it work. What makes it work is a few things I'm going to say to you. Before you go into any relationship, for you to love, you must first love yourself. For you to love anybody else, you must fall in love with yourself. This has been my greatest testimony, because I grew up, having a sense of humor for myself. I grew up loving myself unconditionally. Like, there's not gonna be any moment I'm gonna say to myself, I'm bored. No. Because I first of all fall in love with myself. So for you to be in any relationship, this is the first principle you must obey. You must love yourself first. Don't go in a relationship to be loved, because if you go in a relationship when you don't love yourself, then the relationship will make you miserable. That is why you see so many relationships, every moment they are doing like pest. Every moment, every minute of the day, they are calling, they are testing. That is not love, but it has become something else. Relationship initially was meant for two whole individuals. If you are not whole, then you are not meant for a relationship. That is why you often hear that relationship is meant for matured minds. Because it's only matured minds that have known and have grown their mental faculty that until you love yourself first, you cannot love your partner. You must be whole before you can go in a relationship. See, when a half individual meets a half individual, the relationship always ends with breakup. Because they're going to be sucking from each other to be fulfilled. This one is going to be sucking from the partner to be filled. And partner B is going to be also sucking from partner B to be filled. And you see that there's a chaos there. So for you to go in a relationship, you must first love yourself enough. That is why you see that when most relationship breaks, you hear that people go with sadness and with bitterness, because you were not filled first. The reason you see most ladies or most men, when the relationship fails, they cry, is because they did not love themselves initially at the beginning. So you must first of all love yourself enough for you to go in a relationship. Relationship is meant for matured minds. It's meant for two whole individuals, not two half individuals. And for you to be effective in a relationship, here's my two principles. You must love God unconditionally. Because it's only when you love God that you can hear from God. See, gone are the eras where we think we can manipulate results with our hands. We are in an era where we need the Holy Ghost and God to choose things for ourselves. So for you to be effective in a relationship, you must love God. I call this two love. The first love you must have before you can be able to go in a relationship. The first love is that you must love yourself, and the second love is that you must love God unconditionally. There's a difference between loving God and going to church. There's a difference between walking with God and going to church. Not everybody that goes to church loves God. But we have people that secretly, they may not be known in the church, but they walk with God. They may be the least in the church, but they have a personal, a cordial relationship with God. They may not be known by all, but they have a central relationship with God. So you must first of all have these two love. You must love yourself and you must love God. For your relationship to work effectively, you must check it out with these two love. You love yourself and you love God. The reason most marriages fail, the reason most relationships fail is because of this second principle. Because we have a Christian trying to go in a relationship with a world pursuer, but it does not work that way. Relationship is meant for matured minds, like I said before. For two people who love themselves and for two people who love God unconditionally. You see, the most reason why relationship fail is because of this second principle. Because we rarely find people who love God. We rarely find people, we rarely see people who have a devotion for God. See, if you tell me that everybody that goes to church loves God, okay, what happens to Yahoo guys that goes to church? What happens to prostitutes that sit in the chorister chair? What happens to people that maneuver money in the church? So, going to church does not clarify that you are working with God. You can assign your personal principle with God. So these are the two principles and the two love which you must have for you to go into a relationship. One, you must love yourself. Two, you must love God. And it's the second principle you must also expect from your partner. If you are dating a guy or you are dating a lady, if he does not love God, run. Is this second principle you must look out for before you go into a relationship. If your partner does not love God, run, because he will hurt you. If your partner does not run, because he will break your heart. I've seen most reasons why you see that marriages fail, why you see that relationship fail. It's because of these few things. Because we found people that try to picture things with their own knowledge, not thinking to do it with the knowledge of God. Because the wisdom of God surpasses even the wisest man on earth. The foolishness of God is wiser than the wisest man on earth. So you must assign your relationship with these two principles. You must love God and you must love yourself. And it's only these two principles that you must expect from your opponent. Your opponent must love God unconditionally. If he says he loves God, you will see it. You will see. If he says he loves God, you will see it. you will see it. Loving God does not hide. If you say you love God, you will sense it. Thank you very much for watching my video. I love you and I believe in you. We post this to see that everything in your life change. We post it to see that your relationship, your marriages change for good. Because I've seen that most reasons why marriages fail is because we try to assess things from our own wisdom, not trying to assess it from the wisdom of God. Thank you very much once again for watching my video. I love you and I believe in you. And I know you have an amazing gift inside of you. And it costs everything in your life to change for good. Thank you and we believe in you. God bless you.